While developing a comprehensive approach to educational travel for special needs students, I should say at the outset that this is a very, very huge, deep, and complex set of issues. We're talking about a lot more than building a wheelchair ramp for the state capitol or having special visual or audio enhancements for the sight or the hearing impaired. Rather, we of the educational travel industry need to begin a process of perhaps developing educational travel experiences specifically for the disabled and the learning impaired. But in the meantime, we need to be working within the confines of our sort of mainstreaming approach in the U.S., given our economic and limitations and the limitations of our venues, our travel vehicles, and so forth and so on. And so this little short study is just scratching the surface of some of the issues that are beginning to make their way known to educational travel experts throughout the country. I think that it's been a great study for me in that I have done quite a lot of reading and noting various governmental agency reports and such, web documents, conversations with educational professionals and teachers, those who are working in the industry, and this is a very, very good beginning place, but it's only a beginning place. It takes no time at all to count the many challenges awaiting those with physical impairments in even an educational trip as straightforward as one to, say, Washington, D.C. Then, of course, there are those students with behavioral disabilities or learning disabilities of various types that create a tremendous challenge for those educators wishing to share this magnificent experience with all of their students, including those with disabilities. One of the first components for developing a comprehensive approach to educational travel for special needs students is an understanding of the legislation involving special needs. The Individuals with Disabilities Education Act of 2004, IDEA 2004, in its original version sets out a highly altruistic language for the classroom which might be helpful to educational travel field. In its general provisions, subpart 4, we find this reading: disability is a natural part of the human experience and in no way diminishes the right of individuals to participate in or contribute to society. Improving educational results for children with disabilities is an essential element of our national policy of ensuring equality of opportunity, full participation, independent living, and economic self-sufficiency for individuals with disabilities. Considering also the ADA, or the Americans with Disabilities Act, there are professional organizations such as CITA, the Student Youth Travel Association, and other educational travel organizations that are beginning to address some of these issues. For example, many of CITA's affiliated companies around the country have begun to improve their vehicle fleets to include ADA regulation coaches and other transport vehicles. Unfortunately, there are only 2 such coach companies serving our own immediate region. Further, each of these has only 1 such ADA coach. Obviously, we have some room for improvement here. There is much to be learned from the existing literature, and these ideas should be shared throughout the educational travel community. This also includes information and experience beyond the educational realm, but applicable in the real world of travel. There is always new information available through seminars and webinars. There's no need to reinvent the wheel when the real need is to gather and disseminate the information and research that already exists and continues to flower. As we said at the outset, this is merely a beginning, a movement toward a more comprehensive approach to meeting the educational travel challenges of special needs students. I propose to do further work in creating more concrete steps for understanding and facilitating teachers and their students in the numerous areas of special needs concerns. For example, people first language should be adopted by all group leaders, learning how to talk about and to people with disabilities. We need better definitions and actual instructions about what to do if any of a long list of disabilities are demonstrated among the students of a touring group. Some of the exceptionalities demonstrated might include intellectual disability, communications disorders, behavior disorders, autism spectrum disorders, specific learning disabilities, hard of hearing or deaf, visual impairment, orthopedic or other health impairments, deaf and blind, multiple disabilities, traumatic brain injury, developmental disabilities, and ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Taken as a whole dose, this may seem an overwhelming task. However, as the great saying goes, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. It will be up to our current generation to continue to develop both sensitivity toward and specific processes for the improved possibilities of sharing educational travel with students with special needs.